Excuse me? I just like I seem like I don't know how to like express it, but like I think I've looked into like the like Shabbat and like that sort of like stuff, and I think I've seen like your face on like some website.
Am I that famous?
Well, I don't know. Like I just like seen like I just thought like I asked like you like question if
You can
had
ask
some-
me any question. As a matter of fact, I'm going to soon do a podcast about any. Ask me anything. What do you think? Should I do that? Would you come over?
I don't know. But
What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, I'm Yitzi.
Nice
to meet you. Okay, let's go for it. What's your question?
Yeah, so I guess my question is like so in the Tanakh, right? Reading like one chapter, right? Like I mean I don't know the Hebrew word, right, but Deuteronomy 12, it talks about how like Yehovah says like what like 8 times or whatever that he says to make sure to do the feast in the lands, right, where he caused his name to dwell there, right, which is Jerusalem. That's where he put his name. And then now I see that like a lot of people are like thinking that it's okay to do the 7 holy feasts kind of wherever, like that it's okay to do say Yom Kippur and okay to do like Pesach and outside of Jerusalem. And even
It doesn't say that you have to do it only in Jerusalem to celebrate Shabbat and Pesach.
well not Shabbat, but the like say like Pesach and Yom Kippur and what is it, Sukkot and
Or you talking about the 3 high holidays, the pilgrimage, yeah.
like as though, but then I see people that are they're
Okay.
just doing them.
So the quick answer to your question is during the times of the temple, yes, the service was in the temple. Once the destruction of the temple happened and the Jews were exiled out of Israel, there at that point Judaism was no longer surrounded or centered, I should say, around the temple, and we observe it and celebrate and practice it in a different way. But yes, you are correct. There are 3 times a year where Jews would make the journey and celebrate at the temple in Jerusalem. But if there's no temple anymore, then we don't celebrate it anymore. There, we just celebrate it here, wherever you are.
But I guess I see like how Daniel, like when he was like he got exiled out of the land, right, and he was in Babylon, and like you see how he even like chose to fast throughout Pesach and through I don't know the name, unleavened bread, right?
Pesach, that's what
okay.
they're saying.
Okay, yeah. So like he fasted through that whole time, and it's like if it was a commandment for people to be like keeping those holy days, then he would have like you would have seen that he would have done it when he was outside land. It would have been like
He does do it. He does do it outside the land.
He fasted through that time. Like it even says like he fasted for like 3 weeks.
I don't know.
In the first month.
It says he fasted for 3 weeks.
Yeah, in Daniel 10. Yeah, he fasted through he fasted through the Passover, through unleavened bread.
I don't know if that's true. I'm not sure. I'll look it up. Daniel 10?
Yeah,
I'll look
Daniel
up
10.
Daniel 10. I'm not sure about that. But even if, how is it possible for somebody to fast for 3 weeks straight?
Well, I mean,
Right?
that's what it says that he did.
I don't think either you're not understanding it right, or there's a caveat. Yeah, Yerushalayim Yafam, when he's talking about Daniel fasted for 3 weeks.
I'll have to look it up.
I'll have to look at it. I don't know. But either way, we still
You also
celebrate
have
it.
to look it up.
Well, I've read it many
Daniel
times.
10 what?
Daniel 10, first 4 verses.
First 4 verses. Okay, I don't have time now to look it up, to be honest, but I'm going to do a quick search.
Okay.
And we'll see what it says. Let's just move away from the screen so we don't. Oh, the service in here is terrible. You have good service in here? Guest. There's a guest.
It literally says on there.
Chapter 10. No, so it's not working.
Live and guest. Got it?
He was mourning for 3 weeks of days. He didn't eat
No
wine.
bread.
He didn't eat wine or bread. It doesn't say that he fasted. It says that he didn't eat wine, bread, or anoint himself for 3 weeks.
Let's just read it quickly together. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, the word was revealed to Daniel, who was named Belshazzar, and the word was true, and for a long time when he understood the word, he understood the vision. In those days, I, Daniel, had been mourning for 3 weeks and days. I ate no white bread, neither did meat nor wine enter my mouth. I did not anoint myself until it was in the 24th day of the first month, when I was decided to crave. I lifted my eyes and saw, and behold, a man clad in linen, and his lions were granted. Where do you see anything about fasting? Just no bread or wine.
Well, I
It's a
guess
sign of mourning.
yeah, because he was. I mean, because I guess like looking there, but like when I read like even checking like the Hebrew words or whatever, like but even like through like I read like in King James, but it's like it even says plainly that he was like fasting for 3 full weeks. I'm guessing that morning word it's him fasting.
No.
But I even see like in like in the book of Hosea where it says that like he's not people are choosing to basically do what's right in their own eyes. Actually, no, that's Isaiah. Like people choosing to like sacrifice a lamb, and he says that it's like as if they're cutting off a dog's neck, and they're choosing what's right to do in their own eyes. And he's even quoting in Deuteronomy 12 how he tells people don't do it in like any of your dwellings, but just to do it in the place where he caused his name to dwell there. Like that's.
So what's your question? Your question is why did Jews do things outside of Jerusalem? Is that the question?
Yeah, because
Again, the answer is once the temple was destroyed and once the Jews were exiled, all of Judaism then became not centered around Jerusalem anymore, centered around wherever they were. That's all they were able to do. So they weren't able to serve in the temple anymore. So they moved it out of the temple. As long as we keep the tradition. I don't think there are certain things that we do only in the temple, such as sacrifices. But things that were not strictly reserved for the temple, we can do anywhere. For example, we can eat kosher food anywhere. It doesn't have to only be in the temple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I gotta run. It was great talking to you. Hit me up if you see me online.
Okay. Thanks.